Have you ever wondered why your plants turn purple? Well, in this video, we're going to get into it. Just want to say thank you so much to One Love. I'm a new grower. I'm using cocoa in one tent and a deep water culture in another. I'm having a problem with purple stemming in my cocoa tent. What can I do? I thought this was a great question. I thought we can bring this to the surface because purple stemming can actually show up in your plant in a number of different ways. The first thing I'm going to start off with is genetics. There are purple strains out there, and if you have never grown the strain before, sometimes one of the best things you could do is just grow it and just watch it over time and accept the way it looks. Obviously, if the plant looks healthy, then that's going to be the natural characteristics of the plant, and at the very end, you should probably see purple flower as well. And really, at the end of the day, that's what we're always hoping for, is that nice, beautiful purple strain, because it always increases the return on investment. Although red-purple strains in these plants can be a sign of stress, nutrient deficiency, pathogens, and like we already said, simply just genetics. I think one of the most important things is learning to identify what is the cause of the purple and being comfortable with the solution, or just once again leaving it alone. There are countless strains all over the world that actually have very unique, incredible pigmentation. So I've seen purple, I've even seen pink, or like a really, really light violet right there in that shade. They weren't doing anything fancy or weird. I just witnessed it, and I know, like, from my own perspective, I've seen pink, purple, and green, obviously. Ways how you'll know if it's genetics is if the leaves and the whole plant really is just completely purple, even where the pigmentation of the leaves look purple, blended in with the green. Other than genetics, discoloration in the stem can actually come from strong light exposure. At the end of the day, if light is penetrating your plant too much, the plant will begin to react to the UV light. So you might see this more in using techniques like low stress training, or if you're defoliating your plant a lot, or going through defoliation. Once again, guys, I've seen this all the time where some of these growers will use these techniques and see these adverse effects, and before you know it, they start messing with the pH, or they start maybe adding in some magnesium, when at the end of the day, it's just caused by the growing technique and has nothing to do with the pH or nutrients. Purple actually can arise from stress caused by pathogens. You have to remember that the purple is either going to be caused from a magnesium deficiency or a phosphorus deficiency, and it's either going to appear in your stems or in your leaves in different ways. So if you're running into a pathogen issue like Varicella wilt or botrytis, each of these two things are affecting your nutrient uptake one way or another, one through your root system, the next through your stem. Each of these robbing nutrients from your plant or not allowing nutrients to get to the rest of your plant, causing this purple to begin to appear in your plant. The Varicella wilt will either happen in the very beginning, and I've witnessed it normally between week 2 or 3 into flowering. After you switch over, for some reason the plants just droop over, and I don't know why the plant is able to grow during the whole veg time, but for some reason right when it kicks into week 3, the plant just drops off. Just kind of having a small epiphany right now. I wish I could go back and look at some of my past pictures and find them, but each of these grows where the plants did drop off, I wonder if the stems were purple or shines of purple, veininess of purple. I'm gonna have to go back. If any of you guys can know what I'm talking about right now or kind of picture what I'm describing, I'd love to get your opinion and put a comment down below. Obviously, as the plant's dampening off, sometimes the stem appears dark brown, red, or slightly purple. You might see the dampening off more in the roots because roots will slightly become slimy as well. These are all different signs and symptoms of problems arising and how you're actually able to determine what the problem is. And once again, the color is the symptom, right? It's kind of giving you a sign saying, hey, this is going on. And then as you begin to burrow down, you actually will be able to identify the actual issue and maybe actually create a solution to save your plants, or possibly just get rid of your crop because you realize you won't be able to come back from it. So the nutrient deficiency will appear in a wide range, right? So if you're having magnesium issues, it's going to appear in the leaves before it appears in the stem. And how is it going to appear in the leaves? Well, you're going to see the leaves turn yellow and the veins stay green. The magnesium deficiency tends to also cause petolis, the stalk attaching a leaf to the stem tends to turn red. So see, once again, these symptoms appear in different ways, right? You're going to see it in the leaf first, then you're going to see it in the stem. If it stops there, obviously you're going to realize it's a magnesium deficiency. If it's a phosphorus deficiency, this will include red and purple stems followed by brown dried up leaves. You may also notice the leaves start to turn purple actually within the cells themselves, and I know what I'm talking about. A lot of people see it. The leaf will actually turn purple, but it's not all turning purple. It's losing its green, and purple is staying behind in a sense. That's phosphorus deficiencies. The purple color is due to accumulation of sugars that favors the synthesis of anthocyanin, a purple color pigmentation. I always love learning something new. Didn't know that one for this video. Obviously, just like any other nutrient lockout, what causes it is either an oversaturation of nutrients, unstable pH, water. It's really interesting. You never know when you throw something off balance how it's going to affect your plant. But as you get in tune to your plants, you'll be able to identify the issue and be able to adjust accordingly, because we talk about the law of minimum and the law of tolerance all the time. I always talk about drops of balance and trace minerals. Everyone knows this, right? If you drink too much RO water or distilled water, it's not good for you. It leaches your electrolytes and all of your minerals out of your body. It's the same thing with these plants. If you're overwatering and your electrolytes get thrown off, well, the plant's going to get all haywire. So to go back and answer the question with the cocoa grow, most likely you're having an issue with salts build up in your cocoa, your pH is probably off, and there could be a good chance that there's too much heat in your room. I could be wrong, but I bet you those three things are circling around your issue. A good rough checklist to always go through is, do I have root shock? Are there pests or plagues in my grow room? Is the temperature or humidity not the ideal environment for the plants? Is there light or heat stress? Have I checked my pH? When was the last time I just gave good clean water to my plants? Am I over fertilizing my plants? If you go through this basic checklist in your mind every single time a problem arises, you should normally be able to determine the root cause of the problem. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great grow, everyone.